Hello everybody, here's a little homework help in our Unit 5 of area. This is the distributive property with the area model. This is really similar, the exact same thing that we did with the distributive property at the beginning of the year with arrays, but we're just talking about area. It looks a little different because the kids haven't looked at it for a while, so I just wanted to run through and have a short video in case we needed help to understand again how we do it. So when we're doing the distributive property, we have a large equation that we're trying to solve, but instead of solving that large equation, we're going to break it up into two smaller equations and add those together. This is really easy to see when we're doing area because we have one rectangle here, and that's going to have one equation that's going to find its area, and then we have the second one here. We're going to find the area of the second one and then add them together. So we're going to find the product of this one, add it together. So we're adding the two areas to find the area of the larger rectangle. And that's the most important part. I think a lot of the kids are able to figure that out on their own. They can find the area of this one, the area of this one, add them together. But the way that they have this equation laid out is sometimes gets them a little confused. So on this one, we can see they've already measured this one for us, that it is 7 units. This length of this side is 7 units. And so sometimes we like to stop and look and think, well, if this length is 7 units, then I already know that this length is going to be 7, and this length is also going to be 7. So I'm going to go ahead and label that so I don't forget. And we know from down here the equation that altogether this is 13. But if we wanted to double check, we could just measure that ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we know all the way across there is 13. That's what we're trying to solve. But there are two shapes here. So if we measure the length of the shaded shape, then that is 10. And then the length here of the top of this white shape we can see is 3. And we know together 10 and 3 is 13. That's what we're trying to solve. And we can see that instead of keeping the length as 13, it's broken up into 10 and 3. So we're going to put a 10 here to show that it was broken up. The full length of 13 was broken up in this shape as 10, and this shape has the other 3. And then we've got to go ahead and make our equation in a way that's going to help us. Because if we left it as 7 times 10 plus 3 in parentheses, we would have to add 10 plus 3 together first, which is 13. Then we'd still be stuck with 7 times 13, and that's not helpful. That's what we had to begin with. So I've got to take 7 times 10 and 7 times 3. And what I'm doing is I'm adding together this shape and this shape to get my total. You can see on this one it actually did the equation for us. 7 times 3 will get the area of the lighter shape. To get the area of the darker shape, we need to do 7 multiplied by the length of 10. So we have the equation for the darker shape, the equation for the lighter shape, and we're going to add them together to find the area of the whole shape altogether. So now I can do 7 times 10, and because we know our tens, we know that's 70. 7 times 3. And now all I have to do is add together those products to find the sum right here that's going to be, and it's already labeled for me, square units. So I have to just add 70 plus 21, and I'll know that my answer is 91. Hopefully that helps out a little bit. I hope everyone has a great night.